on the surface of Mercury, on the day side, at like noon on the equator, it is hotter than broil in your oven, right? So it's because we're so close to the sun. There's no atmosphere. So the day side of Mercury is one of the hottest, most hell-like environments you can think of. But at the poles of Mercury, there are impact craters. These sort of places where asteroids or whatever have hit and created these big depressions right there near the north and south poles. There are places that are always in the shade, so the sun never shines on them. They're permanent shadow, right?
Really? It doesn't spin?
Yeah.
Mercury
spins on its axis. It spins on its axis, and it actually has less axial tilt than the Earth.
Okay.
So there are places near both poles that never see the sun.
Never see the sun.
Right.
Yeah.
So similar, and the Moon has some of those places as well. But in these places on Mercury, which is the closest planet to the sun, which is an inferno during the daytime.
Yeah.
In these permanently shadowed places, there are regions where there is water ice.
Water ice on Mercury.
On Mercury.
Okay.
Like as close to the sun as you can, basically as close to the sun as you can get. And there's ice in these places. And there's been several lines of evidence that have shown this, right? And very recently, the camera system on the Messenger spacecraft, which is in orbit around Mercury, which was never designed. It was designed to look at this very brightly lit surface, so brightly lit that it was like 11 times the sun on the Earth. But it's looking down into these dark shadowed craters that are only lit by the sunlight reflecting off the rims of the craters, right? So just this sort of gloomy secondary light, right? And a camera designed not to look at anything. So they take the camera software and they tweak it to this extraordinarily long exposure, and they look into these dark crevices.
And I see monsters. Sorry, go ahead.
And they see the surface because they see this ghostly lit material on the surface, and they can see the topography, and they can see this stuff, which is actually it's bright, and it's bright because it's reflecting this light secondarily, and it's ice. And there's a whole bunch of other instruments on the spacecraft which give us other reasons to know that it's ice, and other models and stuff like that about how hot the surface, how hot it can get, that the ice is actually stable there. So there's some areas that are actually pure water ice, and there's some areas that are ice covered by this sort of organic gook from like comets and stuff like that.